right, welcome to Dice Junkies. I'm Xenodamus. I'm here with
Q.
And we have our A-list editor,
Michelle.
Yay.
Yay.
All right, so we even have the D-list editor here, but he doesn't have a mic. He's just sitting over at the corner doing our bidding. So
We're dubbing him the assistant editor today.
Yeah. We've upgraded Michelle to have an assistant.
I don't get paid, but I have an assistant.
Yeah,
She's
even
now
though
the
we
head
don't
editor.
have any money, we're just filling roles here. Volunteers.
Well, you know, we've learned from the best.
Thank you for volunteering as tribute.
Dude, they know who they are. They know who I'm talking about. Look at him, he's getting nervous.
I know, no. All righty, so let's get to discussing some stuff. Loot Crate, man, what the heck? Loot Crate files for bankruptcy and lays off workers, but promises to ship remaining boxes. This article's coming from Gizmodo. This isn't surprising to me. Like, we used to do the whole unboxing thing on this channel, and Loot Crate was one of them. And I mean, one of the reasons we stopped doing it was because the stuff in the boxes kept getting cheaper and cheaper, and the price of the boxes kept going up. Not to mention, you have a huge amount of competition in this particular market now. Like, there for a while there, everybody was creating a subscription box of some sort. You know, you have subscription crates, for men. It's coming in wood crates and just has manly stuff in it. You know,
like what?
They have all kinds. I mean, I have a friend at work. She gets a makeup crate every month. You know, just full of makeup.
Sounds like my kind of crate.
So, but as far as the geek merchandise crate, I mean, you have a lot of these.
The way the comic industry is going, there's going to be crates just filled with comic books,
well,
just to get them off the shelves.
Yeah, I mean,
First editions.
Well, you do have comic book crates already. You have RPG crates. You've got, and honestly, if I was to subscribe back to a crate, it would probably be something like an RPG crate, because at least that gave me some material to do something that I find fun and productive.
I wouldn't mind a comic book crate. If I actually could get comics in bulk, I would definitely, because, the biggest thing about starting a new series is getting into it and then it cancels on you. So, I'd be a lot more prone to being like, oh, this gives me several comics that I can look at and kind of follow.
Which, I mean, we still do occasionally. We actually have Blood Axe that does crates. I've got a couple of his crates that need to be uploaded, which I need to actually give him a phone call because I need to talk to him about some stuff.
Along with your other random encounters?
Yeah, that too. As a matter of fact, I'll push that right after this show because I'll remember.
Hey.
And what we'll go ahead and do is once you finish editing, and this will be good for everybody who watches us on YouTube, I will go ahead and get everything set up after the show so that it will actually drop on time and stuff.
Holy crap.
This will be
We're
part
going to
of
post the video.
I know,
we're
right?
making?
This will actually be part of our September revamp that we're working on.
Our new initiative.
our new Dice Junkies initiative. So yeah, especially if you're watching us, expect a lot of more stuff. We're gonna start doing a lot of new stuff for September. We've already started some of the videos. If you've noticed, on Wednesdays we have a comic book video and stuff. But back to Loot Crates. Yeah, just sort of went way down this little rabbit hole there. So
You had to. We've been upset with you.
yeah, I know.
That was the boss going, I'm going to do better, everybody.
Yeah. So Loot Crates, yeah, I mean, like I said, this was expected. I mean, what do you think, Q?
Well, I mean, you really made that sound nicer, and I guess that's good, because when I actually asked him why we stopped doing Loot Crates, his response was more blunt. I ain't going to repeat it, but it was basically, very, and you know what's funny is I looked at him and said, okay. But it's a shame because I liked it back when we first were doing it. I loved the content, man. But I did notice it kind of like they went down from full T-shirts to like a bandana, which, I saw the deterioration even when we were doing it. And then you got a few, you opened them, and you literally said, I can't do a video on this. And because, we like the Loot Crate guys, we're like, we're not going to do a video and trash it. We're just not going to do a video.
Yeah.
So we stopped doing the videos because we said, well, we can't do a video on this content. We're not happy
because
with
I can't be excited opening these boxes
because we're not going to fake it. You know, Dicejunkies. But at the same time, we weren't going to pick on them because they was, you know, it was cool at first.
Tell them I'm talking shit about them now because they're going bankrupt. So.
Well, I mean, at this point, everybody knows the crap, so we don't sink the ship for them. But we were trying to be like, trust me, there are a bank of Dicejunkie videos where we did a video on something, said, well, that was trash, and we were like, just push it to the side. Yeah. Because we were like, that was terrible. But no, it's a shame. I liked it.
It's like I couldn't fake a smile if I tried.
You can barely smile when you like something.
That's true.
You greet us when we come to your house like, hey. And we're just like, do you want us to go? Like,
no.
Are we recording today?
No.
He's like, nah, I made coffee. Glad you're here. And it's like, it's not on your face.
You know, I'm trying to get better.
What are you talking about? He's so expressive.
Look at this. That's a smile, right?
You look a little...
Oh, don't do that. Oh, God. I only caught the side of that. That was terrible. I just saw the side. I was like,
Is that your come hither look?
No.
See, we can't even decipher what your
That's
looks are.
That's an Amber Alert look.
So,
wow, I had more to say, but I'm not going to say it because it doesn't get better.
Speaking of loot boxes, let's talk about Apex Legends.
Also, the price is going up and the content is crap.
Oh, so this sort of whole stink started a while back with some new introduction of some purchasable items and annoyed a lot of people. I don't play Apex Legends. Can't say I was somewhat annoyed by it, but I mean the whole loot box and in-store items thing is a problem we've talked about for a while throughout the show, you know.
But I've got a devil's advocate here. Look, guys, I understand not liking loot boxes in a game that you bought.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to be honest. It's a free game. So, now don't get me wrong. I'm about to then rip into them for their reaction and their attitude. But them putting loot boxes in a free game, that's how it works. I mean, it's a free game. They're going to try to monetize it somehow. Mm-hmm. I don't mind it, like I said, in a free game because I'm not paying anything. And it's optional. And if I don't like loot boxes, I just stop playing. I lost nothing. But when you make me pay for a game, when you pull an EA and you charge like $69 for a game, and then you try to loot box me, then I'm pissed because I'm like, you got your money. Don't throttle the content. You know, don't throttle the gameplay. But this is Apex Legends. It's competitive. To my knowledge, the loot boxes don't seriously alter the way the game plays.
No, this all actually started because of an event for new skins. And I will say, if I have to deal with loot boxes in any manner, I prefer that they don't be game altering, mechanic altering. And yeah, no, I agree with you on the fact of
it's a free game.
Why are you getting, you know, if you don't like the mechanic for the new skin, then just don't get the new skin. I mean, that is a possible way of looking at it. And honestly, skins, I guess it's hard for me to quite understand some of the negativity or hurt feelings over this because I've never really cared about skins and stuff anyway. Like if I'm wearing, you know, let's say I'm playing PlayerUnknown, I can wear the jeans and white T-shirt, and I'm fine with that. I don't care.
Actually, when I played Blade and Souls, man, I got a skin. It was freaking awesome. It completely changed my experience. I enjoyed the game a lot. But the thing is, I bought the skin because I liked it. Yeah. But it was a free game.
I mean, the only problem with skins in some of these games is where you have like the
game altering camo.
The gully suits or something like that, where you're very where you're camouflaged more, or you know, certain outfits that fit the
white outfit in a winter map.
The color format of the game that could technically be game altering. But other than that, I mean, it's just a skin to me. Now, on the flip side, as a developer and all this stuff, I don't care how crap some of your players may be. Doing blanket statements or shit talking your players in general is a bad idea. like you are a representative for a company, and of course this is something that has been spread also wide across our channel, at the shock that these companies think it's okay to badmouth their customers, you know, like,
and we know how I rage about that. I get furious.
Yeah, like I don't get that concept. Like, when did companies think it was okay to do that? When did employees think that their employer would not fire them over stuff like that? And when did employers quit firing people over doing stuff like that?
Well, half the time sometimes it's the dang CEO, the devs themselves. And I mean, our editor assistant literally had to listen to me rant before we even got onto this about, y'all have heard this from Q before, you're going to hear it again. It is a unnecessary product. A game is entertainment. It has no real material value. Do not get uppity and get this attitude with your players, because ultimately, literally, you're asking them to buy something they don't need. Not a good idea to get rude and get cocky on the same side. So I hate the arrogance and the name calling, because if you do that, you're off my list.
Yeah.
I mean, I was crying to him a little while ago before we started about the fact that Borderlands 3 looks good, but I'm not playing it. I don't like the CEO's attitude. I don't like what 2K's done. Mm-hmm. They're not getting my money if that game looks like the best thing that ever happened, because you cannot trash talk me and have my money.
Well, I mean, the thing is, you know, companies have always been able to call players, you know, our consumers dicks or whatever, but they always did it in a professional way. You know, like you can go and go, well, you know, we're sorry that you feel that this is inappropriate or you know, not a good method of putting our skins, but we wanted this to be an elite skin, and so only certain players will be able to afford or get this, and we are fine with that, you know, or something like that. Because, I mean, yeah, you realize they do these things for a reason. They put things behind basically high-level walls for a reason. They do it so that people will actually go through and pay that amount of money, because they want to have something that most people aren't going to have.
Exclusivity. I mean,
yeah.
And here's the thing. And that's why I started the way I did, because you're probably confused now. Because, like, 1 minute I'm ranting on them, but the other minute I'm defending. Well, it's because I hate to see somebody shoot themselves in the foot. They weren't in the wrong to try to get some money out of this and to do it with just cosmetics. This is a rare case of they put a cosmetics in because they want to make some money on their free game. They didn't mess with gameplay, and it's optional. So if they had not chosen to be a bunch of a-holes about it,
still an aspect of games that I'm not fond of.
But it's a free-to-play game, dude. There's going to be some way they're going to try to make money.
Well, no,
that's the way business works.
I'm not saying they're wrong to do it. That's my thing. You know, it's sort of wrong for people to think that they have to have this. But I mean, that's sort of the mechanic that they're sort of preying on when they do these. So there's so many things that, yeah, I'm not against them for this. I am against them for this. You know, it's a back and forth. I mean, it's not black and white.
But compared to other free-to-play games, the quality level of Apex Legends, to me, is unusually high for a free-to-play game. So I'm like, they got to do something. Because I've played, remember, I went through that period, Xeno Contested, where I played like 9-10 different free-to-play games looking for something to get my necromancy fix off. I played a bunch of fantasy free-to-play games, trying to get some wizard on and maybe see if I could do some pets. And the quality level was way below Apex Legends on these free-to-play games. And Apex Legends is a darn good game to be free.
I mean, and yes, and that is a game company that is probably utilizing the funds, because that's one of the crazy things. Like, you realize a lot of these subscription-based games are going free to play, not because just because they can't get a subscriber base or something like that. It's because you realize free-to-play games are making more money than subscriber games. Mm-hmm. Like, I prefer subscriber games myself because it keeps out a lot of the riffraff, I guess, personally. But
and see, I'm the opposite. I hate subscription games because sometimes your schedule doesn't allow for it. I've had a subscription to a game and had a crazy month and went a whole month without playing when I got a subscription. I'd much rather be able to support the game through some mild non-game altering purchases, and I've done it. Yeah. I played Rift for a while. I liked Rift. I went in and bought some $20 thing. I don't even know what it was. I didn't care. I did it to say, I played your game for 2 months straight. I should throw some money at you. I did the same thing for Guild Wars 2. Played it, enjoyed it, got about 2 or 3 months out of it. I went and bought some starter pack. And I literally I don't even know if I ever used it. I just bought it because I support the games I like. But I'd rather know I'm going to get my value. And with a subscription, you know how easy it is to forget your subscription. And next thing you know, you paid for 5 months of a game and played 1 hour of it. So if I had my choice, I prefer a free game with optional purchases that don't affect gameplay long before I would want a subscription-based game. Yeah. But the thing is, we both can agree that if a game is of a really high quality level and it's free to play, they should be allowed to do some cosmetics. Because that's for people who want to support that free game, to put some money on it. Like, I would probably buy an outfit if I played Apex Legends. I've watched a lot of Apex Legends. I've considered playing it, but I hate people. So I'm not good at cooperative games. We all know this. Yeah. I mean, me and you still haven't played Outward together because I don't like playing with you. No, I'm kidding. I do. It's just cooperation's not our specialty unless we're playing a fighting game.
To end this off, I will say I do sort of like what the dev said in response to him calling all gamers dicks. And that was that he had a spicy lunch as an excuse.
Next subject. So he's an idiot. Well, you know what? Then maybe I'm being too hard on Apex Legends what they said, because every place has one idiot.
So let's talk about let's talk about Crawl's. What is this? Alexandra Aja? Did I say that right? Yeah.
Alexandra AJ.
AJ?
No, that's not it. Oh, it's Alexandre. Alexandre Aja.
All right. Anyway, he used to direct an interactive haunted house movie for Emblem.
So it's going to be a button?
I don't know. A button? What?
Let's choose your own adventure. Is it going to be a button?
It's going to be. Well, here. Okay, so the idea is a choose your own adventure like horror movie that is done in theaters. Now, one of the biggest problems I see with this is people are voting on their phone. So I can just see a bunch of people in the theater, and you have 100 lit up phones.
Wow, it's going to be hard to keep somebody from pirating this movie if you can't say anything because they're supposed to have their phone out.
But yeah, so I mean, it's an interesting concept. I mean, we've seen this in video games. You know, the choose your own adventure sort of horror video games.
I think they do it better when it's a video game. It's going to be interesting to see it done as a movie. Because what did you complain about? That we would probably get furious.
Oh, because people are dumb.
We're gamers. But we're genre savvy. We're tropers.
Another thing to think about, think of how much longer the movie's going to be, because I feel like it's going to literally pause and you're going to have to wait for them to.
Oh God, that's a submersion breaker.
It's going to take you out of the movie.
Well, no, yeah, the submersion breaking is going to be an issue. Once again, you're also having to look at your phone.
Yeah,
which is submersion.
So you don't even really get to enjoy the movie.
And for a horror, that is not good, because the way you get scared in a horror is you need to forget you're watching a movie and get invested. It's almost more important than
Here's
it is
the other thing: if
for a comedy.
If you do enjoy it, and you're like, oh, let me go watch this again and see what happens with these choices, you may go in and end up getting the exact same movie. You know, you don't know.
For the first time, you know what though? You know what this will do great for? Private screenings.
Yeah.
You actually be like, I want a private screening because I hate other people. Now, what I like is that you could even alter the running time. I think it would be awesome if we could get enough people in the theater that we know, and we just cut a movie down in 30 minutes. Just like make all the decisions to end the movie super fast, clap, and walk out. Everybody else is like, well, what the? Because you just cut the movie down and just do that all. That would be fun.
All right, the answer for every question is C.
Just flash mob. You know what? We need to do that. A new trend, guys. I said it first. We need to flash mob these movies and ruin it for everybody. That would be awesome. Just kill all the characters in the movie short.
And then the next articles we'll be talking about are toxic moviegoers.
And you know what's cool? They'll blame the white males too. I'll be honest. I didn't want to do it. They made me. He has authority over me, and thus I was powerless. Okay, let me stop. I'm going to get in trouble.
Toxic white moviegoers.
They're making all those mansplaining choices, putting the women on the back row, man. Like, all right, kill all the female characters off.
Yeah, you'll see bad skits now. You'll have like the black people in the theater yelling like the.
Well, that'll be the shortest movie. Bitch, don't go in there.
Don't go in there. Don't go in there.
He turns and leaves, and the credits roll. And
But then the majority, ruins it for them.
Don't go there, because I can say something so inappropriate right now. I just thought of a joke that I swear would make you cringe and grind your teeth. Don't make me do it.
But yeah, so
I'll save it for a 1. If we roll a 1, I'm going to tell the most inappropriate joke.
You know what? This needs to get done now.
Yeah, I know.
Because this is going to be so bad, it's good.
Will there be a button to change the gender or race of the main character midway? Would that be awesome? You film it with different actresses, and then when she pops up a screen and goes, "I'm Sarah," and you just click the button and change her redhead. Because we need more redheads in movies. Like, make her a redhead.
All the white men in the theater ended up making the
cup size.
Aw.
That wasn't even the worst joke, but that's bad enough. If you don't change the subject, I'll keep going.
And then you can buy extra
vote
outfits.
For the iconic horror movie nude scene, sex
Oh
scene.
Yeah.
Start telling them how to do it.
Oh no! Be able to add in props. It's like, oh wait, there's an option for a goat. Everybody hit goat. Let's see what happens.
This PG-13 movie quickly became X-rated.
Oh my god! Imagine if you could do that. Change a movie from G all the way down to like R.
Yeah, they start having to have like the ushers come in and escort out the younger people. Sorry, the rating of this movie has now changed.
No, you can't get a refund.
Oh, they need to put in a button like to change the language, and we change the language nobody in the theater speaks. I would pay $10 to troll a movie in a minute if I could get enough friends to do it with me. Go in, change it to like friggin' Swahili. Walk out. They literally walk out so they know you did it. Be like, enjoy the movie, bitch.
Why was Latin even an option?
We're in Mississippi. This movie is about the freaking Civil War. There's nobody in here that's Latin. I don't even want the black people here. We came in here to change it to Latin and walk out.
Oh, all right. So yeah, that'd be maybe something interesting to sort of keep an eye on, see what happens. But speaking of keeping an eye on and seeing what happens, you see this? Neil Gaiman takes on Marvin Peake's
Neil.
Okay,
I
you
didn't
said
correct
no
you the first
Gaiman?
3 or 4 times. No, you said Nell. Don't make her play it back.
Neil.
You know she'll do it.
I know I said Neil.
I thought you said no Gaiman. I'm like,
close. He was definitely not Neil.
I'm pretty sure I said Neil.
I don't know.
Shut
it's
up,
kind of
editor. Nobody cares what you think.
It's 2-1, maybe 3.
3-1.
It's 3-1.
Anyway, Neil Gaiman takes on Marvin Peake's
Mervin.
Huh?
Mervin Peakes. There's no A in that.
You sure?
Look, people already think we're not literate.
That clearly looks like an E right there.
And what's funny is watch him get the other word right, though.
What, Garmin gas?
Oh, no, you didn't. It's Gorman gas.
Gorman.
Okay, good.
That's what I said, right?
No, you said
yes.
Garmin.
No, just stop. Just stop. Yes. Just roll with it, everybody. Pretend like it. Yes.
Anyway, Fantasy Trilogy finds a home at Showtime. So new Fantasy Trilogy on Showtime. Now the question is, and the reason I brought this up was to go, what is going to be the next Game of Thrones? Game of Thrones is over. We have things like
wow, look at the credits for this. I don't know what to think. What? Well, Neil Gaiman, Good Omens, American Gods, Sandman, great. Akiva Goldsman, Star Trek Discovery, and Titans. That is like the weirdest team up. That would be like, oh my God, those are 2 very different directors.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm scared now what this is going to become.
All right, so let me get back to what I was saying. Is the next Game of Thrones. So we have things like Lord of the Rings, Wheel of Time, stuff like this. It's all supposed to be coming out. We've got the new fairy brothel thing. Several TV shows coming out that.
I think it's called Carnival Row or something.
I think it's Carnival.
But it is
Carnival
a fairy
Row.
brothel. I mean, if you watch the trailer, it's just your fairy fetish.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
I'm happy with that.
Like 30% of the trailer is like.
And she's got cute little
gypsy
gypsy hair
just
too.
saying, I'm okay with that.
I mean, Yeah. We're gamers. We've been waiting for years for it to have to stop being artwork. Live action.
Anyway, I mean, do you think there's going to be the hype that Game of Thrones got on any of these that we're hearing about?
Well, Wheel of Time's got some good history.
Don't get the editor's been steaming over Wheel of Time because they showed the cast for that not that long ago. And
did they mess it up? They messed it up.
Yeah,
you can use words, man. I can hear you at least.
Yes.
he literally now
yes.
that he's been made an assistant, he feels like he's not even allowed to talk anymore. He's just over there.
He doesn't even make eye contact.
I know, right?
but yeah. So I mean, no.
That's right.
He bullies who he wants. He bullies who he wants.
Yeah,
that's true.
But yeah, no. I mean, and do we? I mean, what?
I don't know anything about Gorman Gas. Is it a book series or is this original?
Yeah, it's a book series. I pulled it up.
Yeah, it was a trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
That's. But yeah, no. I mean, I'm not familiar with this particular book series either.
We have to check it out.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing the same.
Yeah, I might check it out. Come back and let you know what I think. That sounds interesting.
But like I said, I mean, there's everybody's trying to get that next Game of Thrones. We see Amazon's doing it, Netflix doing it, Showtime, HBO's trying to do it again,
Waiting to see. I wonder which one of these series is going to break everyone's heart with their finale. we're going to show you a bad ending.
Now let's not compete.
No more bad endings,
compete
please.
On how bad of an ending.
Please. I don't think my heart could take it.
Mad Queen, hold my beer. Watch this. Well, yeah. Well, Wheel of Time was like Game of Thrones for its body count. Like, it was all about the body count, man. It ran through characters on a high ratio. That's why I'm not horribly interested in watching it, because they're either going to do one or two things. They're going to stick to the books and annoy me with the ratio of deaths, or they're not going to stick to the books, which would annoy me because they're not sticking to the books. So there's no winning for me. So I'm not.
Well, and I guess that's one of the things. So you have you had multiple characters throughout Game of Time.
Wheel of Time.
Switch point of view a lot.
Throughout Wheel of Time, you had all these different groups, and you met more people as the book series went along. One of the issues that I've seen that's come up is apparently they've changed the race of a lot of your initial characters to try to increase diversity.
Why?
Which a lot of people think is like, that's dumb, because if you just wait, diversity happens on its own in the series. Like, there's all these different diverse groups as you go throughout. So to take a small village and start adding diversity in a small medieval village doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Especially since in a medieval setting, villages weren't diverse because they were regional, because people lived in other places. If you're in Europe, you should have Europeans. If you're in Africa, you should have Africans. You shouldn't throw a goddamn Mayan person in the middle of France just for the heck of it for diversity.
What?
God, stop it!
Like somebody mentioned that the blacksmith in the original village was like this big hulking dude, is now this smaller black guy.
They think it's diverse to make the blacksmith black. Really?
How do you think about that?
Is his name Tyrone? or Dashikiman? What the fuck? I'm sorry, now I'm cursing. Okay, I can't help it, man. Like, they didn't even in their effort to be diversity, they were racist. That's our blacksmith. His name's John Black.
Oh, so anyway.
Why's he named Black? Because he's the black Smith. Of course you did it. You're not racist. They are. I love it when people try to be diverse and they end up more racist. It's like I told people about what happened to you in front of the gym, and I said, no, these are good black people. And like the look on people's faces, they're just like, and I was like, he wasn't being racist. He was talking to a racist. But sometimes you're racist when you're trying to not be racist, and that's what they did.
Oh. Anyway,
I'm gonna have that.
I don't care. The whole point of this is what's going to be the next Game of Thrones, and this is where you can throw us a comment. Let us know down in the comments. What do you think? What series do you think is it? One of these series that we've heard rumors about? Is it a series that we haven't heard rumors about that you think would make a good fantasy, hit TV show? Let us know in the comments what you think. I don't really see any of these that I've seen as being all of them had potential, but I just don't think that they're going to be done right, to be honest.
The Lord of the Rings, I actually now think may have potential. I would like to see some new stories set in that setting. I like the setting. I'd like to see some other stories. Don't follow the books. Do something else. So that could be fun.
Let us know in the comments what you think, and be sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you're watching us on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. If you want to catch us live, we do this every Sunday at 3:30 on Twitch, in which we do our hour-long, talk show. It's also a podcast. It gets split up for YouTube, and parts of it get put on there.
I was going to say, if you want to see Random Encounters, you better come on Sunday because,
It also stays up on Twitch for about 60 days before it goes away. So
I want you to post all of them. I want you to drop 12 videos.
I know. I've got about 5. Looked it up. I've got about 5 Random Encounters I haven't posted. So I'm going to go back and do the lost episodes.
You are going to come up.
You mean the forgotten episodes?
There you go, the forgotten episodes. Brought to you by Blood X. Brought to you by Blood X.
They're all your episodes.
All right, for this segment, thanks for watching. Be sure to do all that stuff I said earlier, and go to Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram. We're all over the place there. You can go to our website, Dicejunkies.com, to see everywhere we are online. And we hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching.